Daddy.
Hi, guys. So, Miss Wade, what did you do in school this week?
Oh my gosh, we are busy this week. We finished up, well, you know, there was a sub on Monday. I wasn't here. My official wedding ceremony, I'm sure you heard from the kids, was on Monday. So I'll be sending out some pictures as soon as we get those. It was a blast. But when I did get back, they were busy with the sub with working on finding explicit details to support our inferences. We took our test on that. Everybody did awesome. We will continue to work on that all throughout the year. Then we started this week. Yeah, your headband's a little funky. We started this, after our test, we started working on text structures, and today we kind of rated ourselves on a scale that kind of shows where we need to grow in order to make sure that we're ready to show what we know. And we'll start next week with talking about all the different structures of text, like chronological order and description and cause and effect, compare and contrast, all kinds of stuff. So we'll be really busy next week with that. Social studies, we finally took our test. Everybody did awesome. I am finishing up grading Mr. O'Keefe's class. So you will be seeing those grades soon, and we are starting our first DBQ. Today we talked about...
What does DBQ stand for?
It stands for Document-Based Question. Today we talked about the different documents we're going to be looking at and the difference between primary and secondary sources. We're going to be writing almost like a college essay.
That sounds really cool.
It's really cool. You're going to be very impressed with what your kids can do. And in writing, we are finally almost at the publishing stage. This week we did a lot of proofreading, and we'll be publishing our first pieces next week. What about you?
In writing, we were working on misspelled words. And what we did is we went through and we were proofreading, and we circled a bunch of our misspelled words, and then we looked at 3 different places where we could correct those misspelled words. Our student handbook, our student writing handbook, our iPads, and then also ask a friend at the table quietly. So 3 really good places for them to find out how to spell the words correctly. And we talked about how when actual authors, when they write their stories, they always misspell words. They have horrible grammar, and that's what editors are for, so that no matter how bad a writer or how bad of a speller you are, you can still get your stuff published, which is really cool. In math, we had a quiz, and we're working on multiplying still, and then we're also working on comparisons. So make sure that your kids do your homework over the weekend, and Monday is really important. We have a lot of good stuff going on Monday, and then Tuesday we have our quiz. Or no, sorry, we have a test. We have a test on Tuesday.
Woo!
And then in science, we just finished our chapter on rocks and minerals, and we took our tests yesterday. And then now we're going on to weather and erosion. So,
we got lots of weather out there.
Yeah, lots of bad weather.
All right, I've got a lot of things I kind of want to go over with you all. I want to, number 1, say thank you for the glue sticks. We got a bunch. If you ever feel like just picking some up, we're going to be using them like crazy. So thanks for sending those in. You will see down below that I have sent you a link to Study Island. So just scroll down after you watch our video. You can find your child how to configure your child's username and password. Study Island is an awesome resource because it has all of the 4th grade Florida standards on it. So if you're looking for practice for like what we're about to be working on in reading, text structures, you can click and find 4th grade and actually find text structures and practice passages and questions. I think it will give everybody some good practice to do. We'll be doing some stuff in class too. There's also math, science, and social studies practice for 4th grade on there. I also put a couple of links for Quizlet, or not links, but suggestions for vocabulary practice apps for an app called Quizlet and one called Spelling City. So we'll be using those next week to practice our vocabulary. If your child is missing grades in HAC, I am uploading grades over the weekend, but check on Monday and see if they're missing any grades, and they may need to submit some makeup work. All of the quizzes are still active on Edmodo, so if there's one that your child has not completed, they can complete that for homework or in class during work time, just to make sure that they get credit for those grades.
Miss Wade, I know that in my grade book, if you have a really low grade, like someone I know had a 27 or something like that, it's because they missed those assignments. And if they miss an assignment in my grade book and I don't input anything, it goes in as a 0. So if they don't make that up, it stays as a 0.
Ooh, so you got to make sure that you catch those grades up. Speaking of grades, I know that everybody is getting a little nervous about report cards coming out. Trust me, rest assured, there are going to be some ways to retest because we're going to be having a retest day. So this coming Monday in the morning, if your child gets to school at 8 a.m., they will have an opportunity to retest any grades that they got below a 70. I will not give higher than a 70, but I will average the 2 grades together. So that is an opportunity that your child has on Monday. So just know that is only for tests, not social studies quizzes, not any of our cold reads that we've done, but our comparing poetry, prose, and drama, explicit details, and social studies tests. But just realize those are really long, so they will need to come on Monday ready to retake them.
Miss Wade?
Yes?
I just want to let the parents know the weekly word is light bulb.
Light bulb. Send it in. I can't point. Send it in. Send it in. See if you can find it this week. Okay, so that's my retest day. Talked about makeup work, and I have one more thing. You guys saw, hopefully on Class Story, that we got a couple of iPads from Donors Choose. We're so excited, but I am nervous to let anybody use them. If you would like, I'm asking for donations of a keyboard and case kind of combination. They are iPad minis, so if anybody would like to donate those to the class, that would be really awesome so that we can keep them safe and use them all throughout the year. We've been using them like crazy already. So it was kind of a cool little thing that we got for our room.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions or anything about making up tests or turning in, making up tests or retesting or turning in any old work, feel free to send me a dojo message or an email, and we hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Yay.